All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're here. We're answering questions, so get them in the chat box. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. I know it has been a long time since the last time we did a live stream, mainly because I needed a vacation, and vacations are awful. I don't ever want to go on a vacation again. So, anyways, before we get into everything, just so everyone knows, we will have some fun stuff happening today. We have seven voicemails from Slim Whitman on the road. That's right, Slim is on the road. And, well, it's sketchy Slim Whitman. Also, Jenny Trang called in. Haven't heard from her, him, it, she, shim, she-male, ladyboy, whatever it is, they, them. So they've contacted us as well and left a voicemail. We'll see how perverted that actually gets. But yeah, super chats, spin of the wheel. We're just giving away stickers or chances to get entered into a future prize raffle drawing. We do have some cool prizes coming up. I've got some Air Blaster outerwear. We may raffle off actually this Marhar snowboard right there. That is a custom limited edition lumberjack. There's 2 of them in the world. We're going to be doing some fundraising. Speaking of fundraising, the Shred Foundation is doing their first annual Shredathon at the Snow Dome in New Jersey. There's a link down below. People are looking for sponsors for their team. They're just trying to raise some money for the kids. So if you want to sponsor a team, or maybe you're in the area, you want to sign up and do it, check it out. It happens on the 24th. It goes from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And basically, it's just a hot lap session. See who can get the most laps, raise money. It's for a good cause. If I was still on the East Coast, I'd actually be there. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm back in Breckenridge, where all the tourists are. I mean, literally all the tourists. So, yeah. Okay. So, anyways, hopefully you guys have got questions for me. I can start answering them. I know it's been a hot minute. Also, if you've been looking for the personal shopper option on angrysnowboarderstore.com, I actually had to take that down. Had some email issues, so I'm going to hopefully have that back up by next week so I can be able to answer your guys' questions. We got one super chat already from Cavia Spilly. I love your Coke. I don't have Coke. I love your Koch, because it's definitely not Cooch. Is that a catch? I don't know. Anyways, let's give this asshole a spin. Wash your hands. I think I need to wash my hands after talking to him. All right. Let's see. We got Mr. Davidoff, Black Dynamite. Good to have you back. How do you like Big Snow? Any rants or raves? I'll support that Shredathon, by the way. So Big Snow AD in New Jersey. I went. It was fun. 2 hours is really all you need in there for $44. It was great. You get about 15 laps an hour. It's fun for what it is. It's a little surreal when you get in there because you're like coming from a parking garage, then into a mall, then up 2 escalators or up an elevator, and then you walk in. I kind of wish they didn't have that janky-ass jump in there with the flattest landing on Earth. I think it was actually a reverse landing, so that was a little questionable. They do need to figure out how to convince people that have never been that they should not be getting on the chairlift. I mean, I literally watched a guy get smoked like 9 chairs in a row, and finally, like, he wasn't figuring it out. I was like, yo, man, I'm going to help you get on it. I ended up, like, just picking him up and putting him on the chair. So you want to talk about a fucking doughboy. This kid was like, yeah, man, you got to use your core muscles. I don't have any. How the fuck you got no core muscles? How are you that doughy? Like, Pillsbury, like, he wasn't fat. He was just dough. He was just like, ugh. So, yeah. But the snow consistency in there was a little different. It's kind of like that sugar snow. Everyone told me that it would be grippy, but what I realized was just go straight at everything and throw 1 or 2 speed checks if you have to, and you'll be fine. I didn't find it sticky, not sticky. It was fine. I actually took a Rome Artifact with me that had a whole bunch of rail grease on it from the season, and by the time I was done, it was clean, so it took the grease off of it. But yeah, the dome was cool. I mean, it's a novelty. Would I go out of my way to go there? No, but I've got friends in New Jersey, and if I'm there, I mean, they're like a 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive to be there. I'd be like, fuck it, let's go snowboard for 2 hours. In that regard, it was worth it, you know? So, yeah, fun times for sure. So, yeah, anyways. Okay. And we got our moderator, Billy Ray Valentine. Welcome back. Rest in peace, L Stacker's Adventures. R.I.P. River Dip. R.I.P. L Stacker. Okay, so we got a spin for David off first. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ouch. Lose a turn. Lose a turn. All right, and this one's for Billy Ray. Also, we got new games coming. I picked up some cool things, so we can do this. And, Billy Ray wins nothing. But yeah, got some new things coming. We're going to have some cool prizes, like I said earlier, coming up to give away. Definitely going to try to give away one of those Marhar limited edition lumberjacks. They're a 152. It is the flat to the rocker with the slight 3D shaping in there. It's the one that I had a hand helping to design. Yeah, custom graphic. There's only 2 of them in the world. I'll probably put the other one up for sale on angrysnowboarderstore.com. So. Okay, MJV14. I've noticed a 5 to 7% increase on boards and bindings from last year. Why is that? Even pre-order items suddenly went up $20 to $50. Inflation. It was going to happen anyways, but so a lot of companies took a big hit because they underproduced, and it just with the pandemic and stuff. I mean, they had great sell-through, but everything sold out for the most part. So it's a lot of production. Material costs went up. Shipping costs went up. That fucking jagaloon that got the boat stuck in the Suez Canal fucked a lot of things up too, especially on our end. Like a lot of companies had to either figure out how to change their distribution or their shipping, whether they sent it down around the Horn of Africa or if they just air freighted it and stuff. So that they're trying to recoup costs in there. So, okay. Okay. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, get your questions in the chat box. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. We are giving away stickers or chances to win in a future prize drawing. We do have the boot with all the other entries that are in there. There's like 300-400 entries in there. We're going to give away a bunch of stuff. Probably nothing big this month, but starting next month, we'll go back to trying to give away a snowboard or something big. So, okay, let's see. And for anyone that's asking about me going to the Dome with my friend Heidi, it's my friend's cougar wife. She's 50 years old. Her name does not sound like her ethnicity at all. She has an IMDb page, and she used to be Jasmine for Disney on Ice. So, anyways, let's see. Okay, we got RC5. Thoughts on Solomon hologram bindings? Any good? Great to have you back. The hologram... So here's the thing, like you've got that soft heel cup in there, so you get a little bit more lateral play in it and whatnot. It's not for everyone with that shadow fit technology. I've ridden the hologram. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing from them. There will actually be a review of that coming up, and I think I put a review of it up already on Angry Snowboarder VIP. So if you're not a member of angrysnowboarder.vip, check it out. We've been putting up a review a day since the start of June? No, July? June. Yeah, started June. Since the start of June, there's been a review a day going up of the 2022 stuff. I know Wednesday we put up the dance hall review. There's a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of Amplid reviews, Yes reviews, stuff like that. So definitely check those out. Those are up there. It's there for you guys, and you're supporting me with working on some other stuff. So definitely check out Angry Snowboarder VIP. It's a good time over there. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, we got letters. Spin. Let's get a winner. Well, lose a turn. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we got Spencer Scott. With the 22 product preview out, it looks like Adidas is going direct to consumer under the Terex brand, targeting the Gorp style instead of street style. Any new insights on your end? Fuck Adidas! Fuck them! Nike couldn't make it, like 7 times in snowboarding, and Adidas thinks they're going to? Fuck them. They fucking failed. Their boots were fucking garbage for like the first 3 years, and then they made a good boot, and it's still not a good boot. Fuck them. Who cares? Adidas can suck a fart out of my ass. Bring on Fila snowboarding. mainly because I own feelesssnowboarding.com and I really want to sell that for money so I can put a down payment on a house. But still, bring on feelesssnowboarding.com. Okay. All right, we got Yellow Backpack Guy. Best place for a trip out west for someone who's only been on the East Coast. Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Fly right into Hayden. You can be on the mountain in about 30, 40 minutes from the airport. It's not super crowded. The mountain isn't relatively high elevation. It's actually kind of medium angle terrain, but it does have some steeps. You get good snow. It's off the beaten path. You're not really fighting crowds. I highly recommend that. All right, let's give you a spin here, bud. Remember, fire cures everything, like my genital warts. Okay, Theo Flo, any input on the new lighter Rome base foam? It's lighter foam. It's marketing. Who cares? The wheel's possessed by the devil, too. All right. Connor Forbes. Jonathan Buckhouse has ligma. I don't know what that is. I mean, I thought he had Down syndrome, but hey, I shouldn't pick on retards. All right. Well, Connor, you won yourself a small sticker pack. You got to email me Angry Snowboard. Oh, nope, never mind. We've gone to smash the like button, everybody. Smash that like button. All right. Okay. Patrick asked, personal shopper back when? I need help picking a parkboard. Should be up by next week. I just had some email issues, like while I was on vacation. No one notified me that they migrated all my email servers, and they completely fucked up like 4 different email addresses. I've been trying to get it fixed. So today or tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and talk to India and make sure we can get that going to where it needs to be. Okay, let's see. All right, we got Billy Ray Valentine, a spin, and for Dutch Smith and the Dunkin' Donuts in Shamokin, Pennsylvania. All right, we got 66 people. When we hit 70, I'll play the first Slim Whitman voicemail. Fire does cure all, and I hope it cures Slim Whitman of life. What? Yeah. The wheel is possessed. So anyways. All right, so anyways, if you're just tuning in, get your questions over in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer as much stuff as I can. I know it's been probably, like 7 weeks since we did one of these, 6 weeks, something like that. So anyways, yeah, had that going on. Vacation sucked, but I did get the MRI I needed on my head, so we'll see. I'm awaiting the results on that to see how bad I've screwed everything up in there, so we'll get that taken care of. And the Volvo almost burned to the ground, so gotta get the Volvo fixed. All right, so anyways, yeah. But I want to try to get all you guys' questions. If you're just tuning in, Super Chat's going to spin of the wheel. Also, if you like supporting charities and you like supporting snowboarding and you like supporting snowboarding charities, check out the link to the Shred Foundation Shredathon down below. It's right there in the description. You could register your team if you're on the East Coast, and you could try to get the most vertical laps you can between 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. on the 24th of this month. Or you could actually just sponsor someone else's team. I'm going to be sponsoring a few teams because I can't be there. So I got to go back through and see who's there, but I'm going to be throwing a little bit of money that way, just trying to help them out. Shred Foundation is a great cause. They're not just taking kids to the mountain and having them go snowboard. They're taking kids to the mountain, having them go snowboard, teaching them how to become snowboarders, teaching them how to work in the snowboard industry. This is our future, people. This is our future. So we need to be supporting these guys as best we can. Also, shout out to this live stream sponsor, Marhar Snowboards. Do you need a custom-made snowboard with your own graphic? Check out marharsnowboards.com. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. Michael Kulik. Avran, K2 excavator or Jones Stratus for bombing hills, getting some turns in while doing it, and hitting natural features on my East Coast hardpack. I'm assuming 61 wide Stratus or 58 excavator at 195 pounds. The Stratus is softer than the excavator. Noticeably softer. It's a more versatile ride than people give it credit for. The excavator is a little more hard charging and a little more aggressive. So if you're thinking that you want to be a little more aggressive, I'd go with the excavator. If you're worried about edge hold, you need some added grip, then you probably want to go with that Jones because it does have their grip their traction tech on there that they call it. I think it's got the 3.0 or whatever it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. All right. Daniel Sheen, what's your top 2 favorite boards right now? Well, I can show them to you. So this one right here, Tellus Mike Rankwit. It's actually a twin-ish. So camber underfoot with a very mellow camber, easy to engage, fun to play around on. This is kind of my new all-mountain freestyle board. Probably going to just be what I ride most of the time. So there's that. And then I'm going to follow that up with my Endeavor Archetype Swallowtail powder board. Still the best powder board I've ever fucking ridden. I rode a lot of great powder boards for 2022. Surprisingly, a lot of the postseason storms just lined up when product was there. So I was able to go ride powder boards like with good powder conditions. I didn't think I was going to get to this year. But this is still one of my favorite, if not my favorite powder board of all time. Like, absolutely love this board. So those are like 2 of my favorites that I'm kind of riding a bunch of right now. So, yeah. All right. Story 3333. Welcome back, sir. Wife wants to go to Utah next year. What mountain do you recommend? Powder Mountain. You're going to go a little bit north of Utah or Salt Lake. So it's northern Utah. But so what they do is they put a cap on how many day tickets they sell per day. You can get cat laps for $25 a lap. It's just a little bit off the beaten path. I've had a powder day there when they hadn't had snow in like 2 weeks. Still found good. It was a little bit heavier by Utah standards. Great mountain, tons of terrain. It's just a good place to be. You're not really dealing with a lot of the bullshit. You don't have to drive up the canyon or anything like that. So I definitely recommend that. Okay, I saw we just went over 70 people, so we're playing the first Slim Whitman voicemail. Everybody ready for this shit show? Because this is... When did he send this? He sent this on June 8th. I was 1 day into vacation. 1 day into vacation, and we got this Slim Whitman voicemail. Why are you not loading? What the hell's going on here? Wait, here we go.
Hey guys, it's me. It's Slim Whitman. It's been so long. I've been how can you get on? I am on the great American road trip. That's right.
Road trip, Slim.
It's so exciting to finally meet you. We're going to find you, Avran. We're going to find you. I'm going to every ski resort across the land. Now, I started today in Lee's Canyon, outside my home in Henderson, Nevada. Hey, you weren't there. That's okay. Next, I'm going to Brian Henderson. I miss you. I'm going to find you. I'm in the car now. Okay. He doesn't have any firearms anymore. And we're going to find you. We're going to find you.
That was June 8th. He was in Nevada. Good old Slim Whitman. And for anyone that doesn't know, Slim Whitman is one of the weirdest them people on the planet that has an admiration for me on some other creepy ass level. So if you're just tuning in and you don't know what that was, think of it as like I'm Howard Stern and that's part of my whack pack. But if you got questions, get them over in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Super Chat's good to spin of the wheel. We're giving away stickers or chances to win future prizes in a raffle drawing. Yeah. So anyways, let's see what we got here. Looking for more questions. Let's see. Okay. Letters. God, Nevada in June means he could have walked to you by now. Could have, but I left. I headed on the East Coast. I was hiding out. Yeah, well, anyways, Slim Whitman. Fucking crazy. Okay, so I do want to talk about, since I drove cross country, something that's very important, and it actually triggered one of you that's watching this down in Clear Creek County to the point I had to block you because you're a douche canoe. Mainly it was set off with the top 5 signs you're a tourist at life. The right lane is for slow fucking people. You sit in the right lane until you come up on a car, you get in the left, and then you pass them. Simple fucking concept. Now, if you're going to camp in the left lane, it's for fucking crime. That means speeding at all times. Somehow, people in Nebraska, Iowa, Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania do not grasp this fucking concept. It's like it's the jolly fucking Sunday driving lane. We're going to go slow as fuck. And then when someone's on their ass in a red Volvo fucking flashing their high beams, sticking their hand out the window saying that they're going to stick a razor blade gauntlet up their ass, they don't move. The left lane is for crime. Do I make myself clear for everyone? Keep right, except to pass. Or if you're going to do something highly illegal. Or go corn diving. Because it's really fun to go corn diving. For anyone that doesn't know what corn diving is, it's where you're just driving down the road. There's a cornfield and you just... And you try to spell out a word and then you drive back on the road. Might damage your car a little bit. Don't always recommend it. All right, so yeah. Ooh, yellow backpack guy. Theory. Slim is actually Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp. I mean, I could see it. They're both kind of spazzes. Ugh. Okay, Roman Schmid. Best board to take on a trip 3 to 4 weeks abroad. If you can only take one board, you want to take an all-mountain freestyle board or an all-mountain free ride board. Now, so you want something that's versatile so it's not going to suck in powder. You can rip it on a groomer. You can hit the park if you want to. Basically, you can kind of ride all types of conditions. Boards that I think would be really solid in that. The Jones Stratus. That's one right there. The K2 Manifest Team. You'd be looking at like the, let's see, the Rome Stale Cruiser kind of comes to mind. Let's see. You could do like the Endeavor Board of Directors, the Jones Mountain Twin as well, the Ride Algorithm, the Capita Mega Merc. Those are all boards that I would be looking at for that. Or you could even like do like a Black Snowboard of Death if you want something a little stiffer. Maybe a Jones Flagship if you want to be a little more free ride. Those are the types of things. So something that's like all mountain freestyle or free ride would be the way I would go with that. All right. Okay, what do we got here? Ugh, fuck this guy. You're going to annoy me? Get the fuck out of here. You go into timeout. Okay, let's see. Okay, RC5. Do the Jones meteorite bindings compare to any of the now bindings? Yes, essentially they're all the Jones bindings are just rebadged and kind of switch and match with the parts and stuff on there with the flex pattern. So I think the meteorite is like that softer flexing one. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I looked at it. I did ride it. There is a review of that coming out this fall. I will have that. I know I did ride it. I can't remember if it's stiffer or softer than the Apollo, and I want to say it's softer. Just been a hot minute. I need to relook at that review. So, okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Shred Ahead Snowboarding. Avran, I'll be in Castle Rock in early August, the 1st through the 8th. Maybe we could meet up and chat one of those days. Maybe. You never know. Castle Rock is a bit of a ways away from me. It's like, depending which way I go, hour 45 to 2 hours or 2 to 2.5 hours, depending which way I drive. So, Jimmy McElroy, have you ridden any of the Nitro 2022 boards? Pantera, Highlander, T3, the Drink Sexy, ASIM, Optisim, or whatever it is, the Cheap Thrilled, and the Prime. And I think there was another one in there I rode, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm still just getting back into the swing of things. I just started editing the 2022, 2023, or 2021, 2022 boards. So, yeah. William Larson. When and where do you think the best option to find deals on last year product for sale, binding specifically? Last season. We had sell-through like on another level. Like no one has a leftover inventory. That's just how things are right now. So, yeah. It's if you find it, good for you. If you can't, I don't know where to look. There's literally no options out there. So, all right. We're going to play another Slim Whitman voicemail. This is from June 10th. June 10th. What was I doing on June 10th? Had I already started the drive back east by then? I can't even remember. I think I had. All right. Anyways, Slim Whitman.
Avran, I have to talk very quiet on you now because I'm in a stall in a men's room, in a truck stop with little Harold hay swaddled on my chest, and there's men making noises in the stalls next to me. I'm a couple days into my mission to find you, and I can't even find Brian. I love Anderson to that.
Oh, hang on.
3 days ago, and I can't find my way to Brian. I think you're at Brian, and I tried to get there. I have to go. Oh my God.
Evidently, he's partaking in a glory hole in a bathroom in Utah on the 10th of June. That's where he was. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, you got questions, get them in the chat box. Wherever it pops up on your screen, I'm going to try to answer it. Super Chats, get a spin of the wheel. Also, if you like supporting snowboarding, you like supporting charities, check out the link down below to the Shred Foundation's Shredathon at Big Snow AD in New Jersey on the 24th of this month. You could sign up. You could have a team and sign up. You could even just donate to other people's teams, but they're all trying to raise money for the Shred Foundation. So definitely check that out. So... okay, so we got 2 questions I just saw here. Basically, will there be a review of the Capita Megamerc? Yes, that board is fucking phenomenal. Also, will there be a review of the K2 Alchemist? Yes, that board also amazing. Aggressive, but amazing. So, yes, I think there's 71 board reviews that will be coming out starting in September, and I think it's like another 15 binding reviews, something like that. Maybe 16, it's somewhere in the 80s is what I got. And then I know come October, November, I'll be getting boards from, there'll be more Karua coming in. I might get one from Wired. Niche is definitely sending me stuff. Ride is sending me stuff. I'll grab the Mervyn stuff as well. Hopefully Arbor and then Burton. And I'll bang that out before the end of the year. And then you guys will have those reviews. And then I can start on the 2023 stuff in January. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? All right. Let's see. Okay, what do we got here? Looking for questions. Okay. Dominic Jacobino. Thoughts on the Rome DOD bindings, or is there something comparable and better? Mostly cruising East Coast, no park. No, the DOD is a really great binding for the price of it. It's actually a really versatile binding that doesn't break the bank. I love just what that binding represents for that price point and how much you get out of it. Can't really go wrong with that. If you're looking for something that would be solid as well for cruising the East Coast, I would look at like the Ride C8s, I guess you could do like a Now IPO or even a Select would be okay. If you did Union, you'd probably be looking at like a Force or even a Strata as well. Flux, probably want to go with like a DS. Those are all solid options there for you. So, yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so I know a few of you guys are just tuning in right now. Get those questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer it. Super Chats do get a spin of the wheel. We're giving away sticker packs, stuff like that, or chances for a future prize draw, which we do have some awesome prizes. I know that there is a limited edition PBR Slush Slasher sitting there. Let's see, there is a Rome or a Rosinal Jibsaw. There is a Ride War Pig. What else we got floating over there? Oh, there's a Rosinal After Hours for the ladies. There's a few things there. We're also giving away this Marhar Lumberjack right up there. That's a custom one-off. There's only 2 of those in the world. So we got that. Also, I think I'm going to give this away too. We got this 157 wide Rome Mechanic. So somebody with a big foot will be happy to win that. What else we got? Oh, yeah, I forgot. We got these 2. Union Forces. There's a set of Rome Vices. We got some Air Blaster outerwear, a bunch of electric goggles. We're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff here in the future. Not really going to give much away this month. Just trying to get all my footing back underneath me. But, it's been a hot minute since we did one of these live stream things. So, yeah. Okay. Letters. Spin. All right. Ooh, the person under you gets entered. So that's Adnan Fazlik is getting entered into the boot because you super chatted. So, some point in the future, you could possibly win something. So, put that into the boot. Because, somebody's going to win something out of that one. So, okay. Yeah. So for like anyone that's really questioning if we're ever going to do a draw, there's a lot of entries in the boot. So we'll be doing that. Okay. All right. Adnan Fazlik asks, the best boot is the boot that fits your foot. Noted. Do K2 boots run true to size? Spent last season in Burton Photons. Wear a size 10. Bought a size 10 and way too small. Almost painful. I hate that whole, does it run true to size? No. Nothing runs like their boots. Like they all fit different. My left foot is a 9 3/4. My right is a 10 3/4. I wear a size 10 K2 boot. Like that ought to tell you where things are with that. With it said, I mean, if you can try them on, or you can find a place that's got a good return policy. If you have to do it online, I'd go that route. I know that like a K2 fit from a Burton fit is completely different. The width is narrower in the K2 for sure. So. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, all right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. So, if you're just tuning in, you got questions, get them in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer it. Super chats get a spin of the wheel. When I spin the wheel, you could win sticker packs from small, medium to jumbo, or you could win a chance to be entered into a future prize drawing. And that will happen at a later date. I'm kind of working on something big for around September, so we got that going on. All right, Kevius Billy. The best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your knees. Not your needs, your knees. He knows all about knees. Fire cures everything. Fire cures everything. So we got that going on. Ooh, G Money. Anywhere in Summit County where I can demo a Rome Ravine Select? I don't think there is. I take that back. Well, it's kind of Clear Creek County. I think you might be able to at Loveland. I'm not sure about that. But in Summit, Summit proper, I don't even think anyone sells them. Your best bet would be call Base Mountain Sports, I think. I doubt Underground. Well, Underground was selling them, but they didn't demo them. Otherwise, maybe Mountain Sports Outlet. So, yeah, great board. Love that board. Super, super fun to ride. So, all right. All right. We got another Slim Whitman voicemail. This one was from June 23rd at 5:43 p.m. Oof.
I know it's been a little bit. I've been looking for you still. I finally made it to Brighthead, and they said they never heard of you. And I said, how can I be? How can you never heard of me? Okay. I'm better. I'm back. Okay. So now I went to Breckenridge. I went to your hometown of Breckenridge, but you weren't there. And
True. Oh my God.
Your neighbor, a very nice lady with a cat, and she said you went out east. So I'm headed to Trollhagen. I think you're there. I think you're in Trollhagen. I'm gonna find you.
I'm being stalked by a they them. Oh my God. Okay, TBTT. Do you think the coming season will be free of COVID restrictions, or face mask distancing and reduced numbers still going to be the norm? There'll be some kind of restrictions. I think it depends where you are logistically and geographically in there. I mean, look, if you really don't like the COVID restrictions that we had, get vaccinated. Do your fucking part. Like, if you can't get vaccinated, wear a fucking mask. Wash your hands. It's not that fucking hard. It's bigger than all of us. We're not in the same boat, but we're in the same ocean. And I'm really getting sick of fucking ass clowns with speedboats causing a wake that's pushing me over and shit. You know, like, I just want to get through this and get back to my fucking life, because my life is fucking miserable. And I'm happy when it's miserable. So let's just do this. So, yeah. All right. Okay, guys, get those questions in. I need to answer your questions. Also, I want to read one of the dumbest fucking comments I've gotten in a long time, because this guy is a fucking cock-juggling thunder cunt. Like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've read in a long time. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Let's see if I can find it here. Did he delete it? Where is it? I think this cockjuggler deleted his comment. Where did it go? Anyways, let me see if I can find this, because this is a super funny comment. I got a lot of dumb comments while I was on vacation. Thanks. Try to go on vacation to get away from it, and when I do check in, I still see stupidity in action, and I'm just like, oh, fucking kill me now. All right, where'd it go? Let's see. Where is this little douche nozzle? Maybe he did delete it. I don't know. This guy definitely was a little child. But basically, where was it? It's just, it was enough to make me die laughing when I saw it. I think I saved it. But... yeah, here we go. Why do you have to take shots at other YouTubers? That seems like such a kook move. In my trade, it take a real piece of to criticize other people's work. Not saying you suck, but I bet you're not as good at any of the YouTubers you talk smack on. At least they put themselves out there. My response: someone sure is triggered. I know I suck, but I also don't try to say I'm pro like a lot of them. Like, so I'm assuming that this guy has gotten a participation trophy and his mom like sucked his dick afterwards for it, because I mean, like, the name, it's Angry Snowboarder. I mean, what part of Angry Snowboarder do you not understand about this, son? Like, I don't get it. Take shots. You mean calling out the stupid fucking bullshit? I mean, Kevin crossed the border yet again during the pandemic when his country isn't allowing, by lying and saying he has to train at Mount Hood this summer. Kevin, you're not a pro. You'll never be pro. The fact that you're the same age as me and you're still You've been warming up for 2 years to hit the big line. Like, you're never going to hit the big line. I'm not going to hit the big line anymore because my knees are fucking made of dust and I'm old and I'm falling apart. And I know that. What the fuck? Buckhouse is not a pro. He's a fucking kook. He's a professional vlogger, I guess, not a professional snowboarder. I mean, he's dumber than a fucking box of rocks. If anyone ever reads his descriptions in his videos, you can tell by the fact that he doesn't know how to spell anything. I would say that his son probably actually reads at a higher level than him, but it's his son, and unfortunately, stupid doesn't go up; it just goes down. So, like, the next generation is dumber, and then that next generation will be even more dumb. It's like, fuck, you know. This is where we're at with this stuff. But I'm not allowed to call out the stupid bullshit that I see out there. I can't say that James Beastie from the Good Ride fucking sucks. The dude fucking sucks. He rides on his back foot. Now, I know I suck as a snowboarder. I make no qualms about it. I ride a lot and I still suck, and I own that fact. But what I have is a developed set of skills that allows me to ride a snowboard and go, it flexes this way because of this, this, and this. That's what I got going on. That's where I'm at with things. Oh, fucking just like some of the dumbest comments I've seen in forever while I was on vacation. But I just love it. This guy's like, you won't even put yourself out there. Yeah, because I'm not going to ride around with a fucking stick in my hand. If I wanted to do that, I'd become a fucking skier. I'm not a fucking skier. So, fuck that. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. We got Andrew Hernandez looking for an ultra-wide camber dominant board to charge hard. 6'3", 250 pounds, size 15 boot, currently running a 63 stump ape, have a 61 wide anti-gravity, but boot out. So looking to upgrade that board. Thoughts? Size 15. Fuck, that is huge. That is fucking huge. Jesus, I'm trying to think what would even be wide enough for you. What is it? Nitro might have some stuff for you. Like, I don't think they make the Pantera in a wide, but they might make the Highlander. If they don't, you could also check out some of the Amplid stuff. Like, what is it? The Soli Grail, I think, or maybe it's the Pentaquark. One of those is like super wide too. I think it's like 29 underfoot or 30, something obscene like that. So that could be something to definitely check out. You could probably do, if you had an anti-gravity, you could probably do a ride Super Pig. You might like that, or even the Mountain Pig. You got the weight for a Mountain Pig. There's no question about that. So you could really drive that. What else? Well, let's see. Rosinal might have something for you in the bigger sized wides, like in the Juggernaut, or even the Revenant, but probably the Juggernaut would work for you as well, because I think they make like a 63 wide in that, and I think it's like 28.5 underfoot or something obscene like that. Can't quite remember off the top of my head, but you do have options. Okay, what else we got here? Okay. Oh, yeah, I've got to give you a spin of the wheel there, too. Can't forget the wheel. Cannot forget the wheel. All right, well, Andrew, you won yourself a medium sticker pack. All you got to do is email angrysnowboarder@gmail.com with your mailing address, and I'll get that in the mail to you. And yes, for any members of Angry Snowboarder VIP that haven't gotten this month's sticker pack, I'm actually making new stickers right now, like full die cuts. I'm going through that process right now. Okay, B-Man1818. What do you think of the Ride Psycho Candy? I can't spell it for guys for the upcoming season. If you're really small and you got a tiny foot, you could do it. Like, the Psycho Candy is essentially a cross between the War Pig and the Super Pig, but for women. I mean, if you can get over the graphic, which for some reason some guys can't, I mean, it's not even a heinous graphic, probably be fine. Should be playful where you want it, but you can still like spring and pop with it when you need to. So, yeah. Okay, Shredhead Snowboarding. Rode a lot of Nideckers, but haven't found a good true twin. So What capita board might be the best for an old guy here in Idaho, 159 or so? For a true twin, I would check out that indoor survival. I think that would give you the edge bite and the response of camber underfoot, but it won't be so domineering like going up to an outsiders would be. Or you could, if you wanted to go like a little more playful, you could check out the Pathfinder isn't true twin. So scrap that. But yeah, I think the indoor survival is probably your best bet. If not, do they even make the asymmetrical board? I think it stops at 57. I don't think it goes to 59. Although they added new sizes this year. So that could be an option. But I would go with the indoor survival. That board's fun. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Kevy Spilly with the weird sticker thing for the spin. Oh, it's been a while. R.I.P. to L Stacker's Adventures. Rest in peace, River Dip. Okay. Ooh. Letters, what's the most aggressive board you have tested for 2021, 2022? Probably the Amplid UNW 8. Holy shit, did that board ride me hard. I threw everything I had into that board. That is one of the most aggressive flexing boards I've ever had. Amazing response, but you put so much into it. So, yeah, that thing is phenomenal. All right. Daniel Wiley, I'm using the live stream as background sound for a lovemaking session. What, with yourself? Like, you just over there clapping one hand and Rosie Palmer getting on with you? Or are you actually fucking a chick? I feel sorry for any chick that has to listen to me in the background while you're banging her. At least hopefully she eats ass, and maybe she'll like go ass to mouth on you, even though some people say don't ever go ass to mouth. In the heat of the moment, it's totally okay. And, you know, when in doubt, spit can be used as lube. And remember, if you believe hard enough, you'll find the imaginary third hole behind their knee. All right. Kevy Spilly, oh my God, my chick used to have to complain about having to listen to you in the background. Well, you should ditch her. She's evil. Actually, I wouldn't want to listen to me. Have you heard my voice? You're hearing it right now. It's fucking awful. It's awful. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, B-Man 1818. Is the indoor comparable to a custom besides a longer nose that's on the custom? I mean, not really. The indoor is probably closer to the Bloom, give or take. Like, I'd say the Outsiders is probably closer to the custom, or even actually, well, the DOA is probably the closest to the custom now that I think about it. Okay. Anyways, if you're just tuning in, get those questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. We're going to get this thing rolling a little bit further here. Been here about 50 minutes. Stick around for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know. I got to take the puppy out. Yes, I did get a puppy. No, you cannot see her. So she's getting fucking big. She's a demon dog. She ate the back seat of the Volvo. She's eaten 2 couches. I don't know how she did it, but she ate the floor around the toilet at my mom's house and it broke through. She is a destructive little shit. Get a Belgian Malinois, they said. They're very loyal and protective, they said. There's a reason they call them a Maligator. Just things fucking eating everything in sight. Ugh. All right. I'm done with this guy. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyways, get those questions in. I'm going to try to answer them for all you guys. And, oh, we got a super chat from Billy Ray Valentine. Had Daniel Wiley's third hole, rest in peace, Alice. Stecker's third hole, rest in peace. Oh. Still can't believe we're talking about that fucking troglodyte. That guy is the fucking worst. I'm glad it landed on this. R.I.P. L. Stacker's Adventures. Also, we got new games coming here soon. Hopefully, we're not retiring the wheel, but we're going to add something new in its place. Got a few things going on. So, yeah. Okay. Young Gersh, have a chance to ride the Mega Merc yet? Thoughts? Yes, I have. I've ridden it. It's fucking amazing. Kind of want one, but I really can't justify buying one. So that you're going to see it hyped a bunch this year. If you're a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP, you'll see the review of that coming up, I think in the next week or so. Anyways, but yeah. Let's see. Okay. Philip Chevrier, worst board of 2021, 2022 so far. I cherry picked all the boards that I could ride this year, so I knew what I was doing. I didn't go for anything that was shit. So realistically, I didn't really ride any crappy boards. I rode some stuff that I was like, it's a snowboard. But I cherry picked so that I could have the best reviews for the fall because I just knew time was limited. So realistically, I don't know. There's probably something out there. Okay. Okay. Oh, and just so everyone knows, Black Friday this year will mark 2 years since you assassinated L. Stacker's Adventures in the chat. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Was it the Black Friday live streamathon that I fucking did that to him? I can't even remember. I just remember that fucking troglodyte. Dude, I get it. You found snowboarding. You think it's fucking the greatest thing in the world. I found snowboard. It is the greatest thing in the world to me. It's what I do for my life. But you don't need to sit around sucking everyone's dick that's on YouTube and talking out your ass about snowboarding and just being a fucking troglodyte. Oh my God. Getting rid of that guy. It's funny. You got rid of him and it took like a bunch of other little fanboys for vloggers away. And I was just like, dumb questions are gone. Like, it's fucking amazing. Okay, Letters asks in a super chat, is it Plinko? There is a Plinko-like game coming. I don't believe we can actually call it Plinko because trademarks, but there's actually something else coming, and I'm going to try to work on possibly a third option. Just trying to keep it interesting. I mean, we've had the wheel going for, what, a year and a half now, I think, because we started that during lockdown, so a year and 3-4 months. So... Ooh. The person under you gets entered for a future prize drawing, and that is Alan Poon. So we'll add his name to the boot, and someday in the future, I'm going to have a giant prize drawing from the boot. So we'll do some stuff. Got some stuff coming up for that. Where were we? Okay, Joseph Bernard, didn't you have some amplitude boards from the shop in Utah? I'm looking at the Aloha vibes for next season. Are you going to drop the review this year or next? Well, I'm going to drop it in the fall because that's when all the new stuff comes out. Or you could sign up to Angry Snowboarder VIP and read the written review early. So, there's that. Vanessa Tracy, didn't you get a dog? I got a puppy. A satanic goddamn demon dog puppy that finally stopped shitting 25 times a day. Her poops are finally solid. She's a goddamn little fucking monster. She's a beast. Took her down to sea level and she grew. Brought her back up. Hopefully that stunts her growth. I don't want her to get too big. She's a little shit. I regret this decision every fucking day. I look at her and I'm like, oh, you're evil. And then she's just like, look at me. I'm going to go chew something. And I'm just like, fuck. Okay. Andrew Bailey, do you ever bother with the worldwide weapon anymore? I picked one up as a rock thresher, and I'm still deciding whether I like it. They don't make it anymore. They discontinued it for next year. So it got replaced with two different boards. There's the Geometric and the World Peace, and I rode both of them, and there will be reviews of them. And, essentially they just split it in there. So there's no more worldwide weapon. And remember, fire cures everything. Let's see. Jesus Freak, best boots for 2021, 22. Do you still ride the K2 Thraxis boots? Yes, I'm going to ride the fucking Thraxis till I die. I bought a brand new fucking pair that I've got to break in now. So I bought these at the middle of the season when I was having some boot issues, and I thought mine were going to crap out on me. So I got another pair to break in. But remember, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. Just because I ride this boot does not mean you need to ride this boot. And me recommending a boot without looking at your foot is kind of pointless. It's like watching a good ride review on boots. Pointless. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Ronnie Elfbeck, what board for the 2021-22 season has surprised you the most? There's a bunch of stuff out there that I got on that I was like, okay, wow. So they revamped the Black Snowboard of Death again, and it is completely different than this year's version was. So it's more of that free ride charger, which I was like, oh, damn, that is crazy. I got on a bunch of the Yes stuff and was like, oh, wow, this is like really different now. Like the new Jackpot with full camber. I grabbed Renee Renecongas's pro model basically from Rome as well. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. What is it? I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But I rode that. That was really fun, interesting ride. And that the K2 stuff coming out for next year is amazing. Like the Excavator. That was good. The Manifest team was really good. The Geometric, the World Peace, just a lot of that. Rosalind's got some stuff that was fun to ride as well. But overall, like there's certain things that really stood, like the Tellus Mike Ranquit. That board's absolutely fucking phenomenal. That thing's a beast. I really liked riding that. The Mega Mercury, loved that. Like just, it's what I've always kind of wished the regular Mercury would have became, and they finally did it. So it's amazing. Oh shit, cocaine boogers. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Patrick, thoughts on the new Public Times Vans boards? Any chance you'll get one to review? I didn't even know that was happening because that's how little I give a fuck about public snowboards. My friend Sam is the rep now, so maybe I'll get on something. But in all honesty, I really just don't care because I have no clue who buys those fucking things. 2 of my shops ordered them and basically ended up having to give them away because no one wanted them. So I'm like, I just look at that as another Me Too brand, and I'm like, it exists. Like, good on Joe Sexton. Like, hopefully it pays the fucking bills, but I have no clue who buys those things. Letters. Any fun stories from your road trip? Oh, I got fun stories. Does anyone know what it's like to drive 1,600 miles with the door dinger going off, saying the door is ajar because you got a bad ground in the car? Oh, I do. Yeah, so fucking 4th of July, go to drive to the families for the function, and the ground wire in my door actuator snaps. At least I think that's where it snapped. I haven't pulled it apart, or I tried to pull it apart, but I didn't climb into the engine to see if it snapped in there. So what it's doing is it's saying that the door is ajar, and it's setting the door dinger off. I'm like, fuck it, not driving it. Looked up the thing. It's like a $350 part. It's like about $500 with the labor to get it fixed. Cool, whatever. So I wait till Monday the 5th, and I call Northtown Volvo in Buffalo, New York. Hey, guys, got a problem here. Is there any chance you guys could get me in to get this fixed? Oh, yeah, we got an appointment. We could take you. We got a 9 o'clock, a 9:30, or an 11 o'clock. Or 2 o'clock on Wednesday. I was like, I'll take the 2 o'clock. I was like, here's the thing. I'm leaving on Monday. Is there any chance that you guys will have this done? I know it's not a big thing, but, and they're like, oh, no. It'll probably only take us a day to get to this, get it through. This is no big deal. They basically promised me that this is no big deal. Now, when I get an appointment with my Volvo dealership here in Colorado, McDonald Volvo in Littleton, when I schedule my appointment, that's my appointment. When my car is checked in, I get a text message. After I get the text message that it's been checked in and the mechanic is on it, I get a video from the mechanic. Northtown Volvo is trying to do this. They're trying to look like my Volvo dealership. Okay, so I drive up there, go in to drop it off. Normally they have everything typed out. The guy starts playing 20 questions with me, and I'm like, this isn't fucking good. So I start telling him what we need to do and what I'm looking to do. And he's like, okay, I got to go out and look at your car. Opens the door, looks at the cluster gauge on the dash, and goes, oh, you replaced that with aftermarket? And I looked at him, and I was like, no, that's stock. I was like, it's a premium plus. I was like, have you never seen one of these? And he's like, no, we didn't even know this existed. And I was like, well, it's one of 100, and you had to custom order them from Sweden. And I was like, they're rare, but they're exactly the same on the inside with the electronics. And he's like, oh, okay, no problem. So we go through it, and he's like, hey, I'm going to put you in our system. We're going to send you text messages. Are you cool with that? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. I got to go help my brother with an auction. Text messages are best. I don't think I'm going to have cell service unless I climb up on the roof of the barn. So Wednesday, 2 p.m., right? They told me that they'd get to it Thursday. I should hear from them Thursday night, maybe Friday. I figured I'm going to let it go to Friday. I should hear from them. It's just better with my schedule, right? Friday rolls around. I'm out in the middle of the boonies helping my brother with an auction. I don't hear anything. I texted him numerous times. Nothing. So, okay, fuck it. Call him that night. Oh, well, we're gonna have our supervisor call you right back, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right back my ass. They ran the clock down, and then they never called me and closed for the night. So I call them first thing in the morning, and I'm like, hey, what's going on here? What's going on? Well, okay, so here's the issues. And I was like, this doesn't sound good. And I was like, have you got to my car? And he goes, no, we haven't. Why not? Well, here's the thing. We're booked out a month and a half in advance for any service work. And I was like, and you didn't think to tell me this on the phone when I called or when I came in person? I was like, I drove an hour and a half out of my way to drop this off. Well, that's not really our problem. And I was like, no, that is your problem, because you could have told me and I could have gone the extra 15 miles the other way down to Pennsylvania and dropped it off in Erie. Not a big deal. Like, I just needed to get it somewhere, and you guys were a little closer and you had good reviews. And I was like, okay. So he's like, well, here's the other thing. Most of our staff is still on vacation from the holiday. And I was like, they're still on vacation a fucking week after the holiday weekend? Well, we're also understaffed. Okay, once again, these are not my problems. Like, you didn't think to call and tell me, like, hey, we can't get to it. Wouldn't have been an issue. I would have came up and been like, cool, I lost a day. I got to drive it down to Erie now. I would have hopped on the expressway, driven it down to Erie, and dropped it off there, right? Well, here's the thing. You need a catalytic converter, and for your car, it's really hard. And that's when I just lost it. And I was like, listen here, cocksucker. I was like, one, I don't need a catalytic converter. I need a rear O2 sensor bank. I know that. I know exactly what it is. It's a $150 part. It costs $300 to put it in. I can order it from FCP Euro and have it here in 24 hours. And I was like, so don't even tell me that. On top of the fact, I called you about fixing a door actuator with a bad ground wire. That's what is more impressing. Nothing else matters. Well, you don't really understand. I was like, no, you don't fucking understand. Well, you wanted us to do this because you're leaving on Monday. And I was like, I told you guys I was flexible within 1 or 2 days. And I was like, I gave you guys a full fucking week to work on this thing, basically. You would have had, I could have given you 7 days to work on this. And you're telling me this. Well, here's the thing, like, and I was like, so you're making excuses. And I was like, my car better be fucking ready when I get there. I'm fucking pulling it out. You're a piece of shit. And if I see you, I'm going to beat your fucking ass. So go up there, pick the car up. Dude won't come out of his office. And I'm looking at him and I'm just screaming. I'm like, give me my fucking keys, you fucking clown shoe motherfuckers. Everyone's on their phones and people are like, who's swearing? They're all like, we got a customer swearing. I'm just on the screaming into the phones at people. I was like, don't fucking come to these assholes. Fuck them. The funny thing was they washed and waxed my car. They washed and waxed it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the best part about one of the other reasons they couldn't touch my car. We had inclement weather and lost power for 3 full days. All of Buffalo did, to which my response was, I have this thing called a smartphone, sir. Do I look like I'm a retard? You never lost power. I just checked the grid. I checked the grid for all 3 days. You never lost fucking power. Do not fucking lie to me. You lied to me. You are a piece of shit, Northtown Volvo. So anyways, because of that, I had to drive cross country because it was Sunday and no place was open. And I wanted to get back so that I could be here for this live stream and I had work and stuff I had to do. So ding, 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 1,600 miles cross country with that. So yeah, that was fucking fun and phenomenal. Like, fuck Northtown Volvo in Williamsville, New York. I fucking hope they all die. And fuck Mark, their fucking supervisor. I hope he gets rectal cancer and dies. Piece of fucking shit. The funny thing is, I come back, call my Volvo dealer here, and they're like, hey, we could take you today if you want it. And I was like, hey, I'm going to need a loaner car. I want you guys to hold it for a couple days. We'll like really go over everything. And they're like, oh, well, it's going to be about a week till we can get you in. And I was like, that's fine. And they're like, you're not upset? And I was like, I just won't drive it. I've got the battery detached. It's fine. Because on the way back, this is great. So the short in the ground wire hit another system, turned on all the lights. I ended up losing power and draining the battery, and I think it almost killed the alternator coming up the hill into Summit. So the car, I used a half a tank of gas to go 22 miles. So the car is just chilling right now until I can like really get this thing fucking looked at. Fucking great. So fuck Northtown of Volvo in Williamsville, New York. This is going to do wonders for them. Like, fuck those pieces of shit. Like, and I know that they were going to try to upsell me into buying a new Volvo. I don't want a new one. They're all fucking hunks of shit. The new ones are crap. Like, don't buy a new Volvo. Anything after 2014 is shit. So, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Oh, Jack the Ripper with the 666 super chat. Satan misses everyone. We missed you, Jack. We missed you. We missed you. We missed you all. Well, if you want it, you got small sticker pack. If you don't, no big deal. Email me, angrysnowboarder@gmail.com, and I'll get that in the mail for you. We'll do that. Also, so for everyone that's kind of wondering what's going on with reviews and stuff, I'll be dropping the video reviews for the boards and bindings starting September 1st. I think I'm going to do like 2 reviews a day, maybe 3. I'm kind of toying with a new thing rather than drop like 100 reviews in a day and then follow it up the next day with a live stream. I'm going to just stagger it out. Also, the Explain series will be making a return. And then November, we'll be doing a whole top 5 month with like all the pertinent like top 5 free ride boards, freestyle stuff like that. So one of those a day leading up to the big Black Friday live streamathon event. Also, working on redoing the Boot Fitting 101 series, and I got a couple ideas that I'm toying with. The big thing is got to figure out how to raise a little bit more money. So if more people can join Angry Snowboarder VIP, I can actually hire an editor to edit the videos, so I'm not doing everything, which will make things easier. So if you really want to support us, that is honestly the best way. I'm looking at turning on year-long memberships. Got to do a little more reading on that. So I got a bunch of projects that we're working on with that type of stuff. Yeah, so... Okay, let's see what else we got here. I know I missed a few questions, so I'm going to try to get all those. Let's see. B-Man1818, will the Megamer come in a wide? I don't think they classify it as a wide, but I think it has like a 26 waist on it. But I know that they added wide sizes to the regular Mercury. So... Okay, Z-Mao. I need to replace the skeleton key and assassin this season. I'm looking at the 150 Mercury to replace the assassin. Any advice how it would compare? I want a stiffer 150. Assassin felt kind of noodly. You don't want the Mercury then. You don't want that. That's going to be that is going to be actually feel a little softer in the tip, and it's going to be a little more sloppy. I'm not really a fan. They kind of tweaked they did like 2 minor tweaks on the Mercury, and it's not as good as it used to be. If anything, bump up to the Mega Merc instead. You'll thank me for that when replacing the Assassin. Otherwise, you would like the Jones Ultra Mountain Twin. The ride algorithm would kind of come in there with that. Let's see. The LibTech E-Jackknife would also work in there, or the K2 Manifest Team to an extent. All right. All right. All right. What else we got here? Michael Martinez, looking to replace my 2018 Dinosaurs Will Die Brewsters. I will probably split it. I'm looking for a volume shifted camber. What do you think? Just remember with that Brewster, I'm pretty sure that one does not have the internal sidewall to cut it. I think that was the year before they allowed that in. So when you do split it, you're cutting right through the cord, just so you know, you're aware of that. But I mean, if you're going to split it, you already know that. As far as volume shifted camber goes, depends how shifted you want to go, but you're talking Super Pig. Let's see. Tellus / Rome Service Dog, or the Stalefish, which the Stalefish is a little stiffer. You could do the Marhar Lumberjack X, which is the cambered version. Let's see what else. Check out some of the Amplid stuff. It's like a setback camber, so you're talking like the Aloha Vibes, or what's the other one in there that I wrote that was super wide? K2 also has something that's cambered. It replaced the Cool Beam, and they added the 3. Was that the special effect? That would be another option for you. The GNU Gremlin is basically camber as well. So you got a bunch of options there. Letters Volvo Fund, nice rant, 7 of 10. Smash that like button. And I love the guy above that says drive a Ford, baby. Just so you know, my Volvo has the inline 3.2 Ford motor that was made in England. Most people don't know that. It's actually a Ford motor in it. That motor is fucking indestructible. Matthew Westbrook, any advice for some boots for narrower feet? Solomons tend to run a little bit narrow. Certain models of K2 as well. Ride has some that run narrow, but remember, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. Kevin, if I have a GNU, a Rider's Choice C3, and the Rome Party Mod, is a Huck Knife overkill or worthy addition to the Quiver? No, you don't need it. It's going to be too much like that Party Mod. And there's just no reason. It doesn't really fit in there. Dan Simmons, have you ridden the dance hall yet? Yes, if you were a member of Angry Snowboarder VIP on Wednesday, you could have, actually yesterday, you could have read the early review of that. So yes, I've ridden the dance hall. That is probably actually the best board Solomon makes right now, hands down. Mainly because it's got a radial side cut. They need to get rid of that fucking quadralizer bullshit that they're doing. That stuff is junk. All right, so it's been a hot minute. Let's listen to another Slim Whitman voicemail. This one's from June 26th at 7:28 a.m.
Avran, I'm locked inside a bathroom at 12 fucking right now. There's 2 men outside. One.
Oh, oops. Hang on. Let's see.
His name is Matthew, and he says he works at a place called the House. The House. I don't know what the house is. When he said your name, he got really interested. He's following me, asking me questions. other person is a really short man with a long beard. And he's yelling at me, telling me to go away. And he says, I don't know this Avran LeFeber, but he's not here. You need to leave because he's yelling at me. He's so sick. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop for months to fight you. I'm going to fight you.
The good news is Slim Whitman still has not found me. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Chris Lettner, get a chance to ride any more battalion? Wondering about the 3BT. I mean, the only one that got a change, I believe, was the whatever. Got an overhaul. Otherwise, everything is kind of like stayed the same. So you can look at the old reviews and that. I mean, 3BT isn't for everyone. It has its place. It's okay in some levels, and sometimes it just becomes a little bit overkill. Okay. 4x4 therapy. I've been having trouble on icy conditions with my Assassin. Is it user error, tuning, or the quadralizer side cut that has issues in the icy conditions? Well, it's the quadralizer first. So with the way that doesn't have that radius because it's straight lines, it creates these weird kink points. The other thing is you end up having to steer it more like right at the insert pack, but it doesn't grip because there's no radius in there. It's just like a kink to a kink in there. And you have to be so aware of that you change how you actually engage a board on edge. And most people are just like, this doesn't grip. And it's like, you have to change how you ride. And it is not for the better, in my opinion. Like icy conditions, quadralizer just fucking straight sucks. So, yeah. From our boy Billy Ray Valentine, the moderator in the chat. There's a small part of me that hopes Slim either finds you or is just revealed to us during the 2021-2022 season. There's part of me that just hopes he dies. Like, just dies. But, yes. Okay. OBSF. Hey, Avran, got an orca, super pig, and a sushi. Want an arbor cask. What's your opinion? No. There's just no reason at this point. You've got everything covered with those three. The cask is just going to be overkill. Like, at that point, you're just buying boards that can perpetually overlap each other. It's like you could realistically get rid of two of those and just ride one as your volume shifted POW Carver cruiser thing, and you'd be fine. Vincent Dew, I'm late. I'll repent to the altar. Pray to the altar of snowboarding for your sins. Mark Bresnan. Hey, Avran, what are your thoughts on the Burton Blossom? It's essentially a softer flexing Paramount. Is that what it was? I think it was the Paramount was what it was called with camber. My friend Kyler's been riding it. He's like, it's really pressable. It's really easy to ride. It's very forgiving. I should be able to grab one, I think, like November-ish to ride. So that's kind of where I'm at with that board. Okay. Anyways, if you guys are just getting here, just tuning in, get your questions in that chat box wherever it appears on your screen. I'm going to try to answer them. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. Giving away sticker packs today and chances to win or to be entered into a future prize drawing where we're giving away stuff like these Union Forces ridden one day by me, or these Rome Vices ridden one day by me. Or let's see what else we got here. We got some Air Blaster pants. You know, if you want to look like you wear Dub brand outerwear from the 90s, we got those. Same with this Air Blaster jacket. I got a 157 wide Rome Mechanic we're going to give away. So, yeah, got a bunch of stuff we're going to give away here in the future for everyone. Also, if you're feeling generous, you want to donate to a charity, in the description of this video is a link to the Shred Foundation's Shredathon. You could sign up, go take your team to Big Snow AD in New Jersey, and basically try to clock a bunch of laps and raise money for a good cause. Or you could just donate to someone else's team. I'm going to be donating to a few teams just to help get them raising some money for the kids. So, yeah. Okay. I'm not even answering that fucking question. Okay. Zima, ridden one day by you, like you will ride them someday, or you already rode them for one day? I rode them for one day to do a review. So, yeah. Ugh. Okay, what do we got here? Ugh, okay, here we go. 4x4 therapy. I've picked up a typo to replace the assassin, but gone to a 158 at 85 kilograms. I've set up the stance at the factory specs, but this is about 4 centimeters wider than normal. How should a newer rider sort stance width? Stance width is from the insert or from the middle of the disc on each binding. Realistically, you want it probably about 1 centimeter wider than your shoulders are. That's it. The good thing is you're only dealing with 8 screws, and if you can operate a screwdriver, kick it back in. Stand on it, see if it works. If it doesn't, sit around, spend an hour with your snowboard. Whisper sweet nothings into its inserts. Tell it how you're going to drill it hard and ride it and put it away wet. You know, play around with it a little bit. Talk dirty to it. Have some fun with it. It's not that hard. Like, look at it and go, you know, take a tape measure, go to your old snowboard, measure where that was, look at the number and go, okay. Go to the new board, put it down and go, okay, I got to move it in. You know, there you go. Michael Pham, praying to the altar since I'm late. Found a great deal to Denver, Colorado. Best time to go, and which resort should I go to if I'm there for 4 days? Okay, so realistically, the best time to come, second week of January. You miss the Christmas rush, and you get there right before like the trade show people. Otherwise, the end of the second week of February is really good. You don't really want to come March or April. That's spring break. Those are the best times. Now, if you only got 4 days, if you want to hit a variety of resorts, I recommend the Icon Pass. And what I would do is I would go, if you want to, I don't recommend this place, Winter Park, fuck it. But I would do Steamboat, Copper, Aspen. If you have the unlimited, you got to have the unlimited to go. And you could do A Basin as well. And you do A Basin on your last day, because if you're going to fly out that same day, you do that, then you just drive right over Loveland Pass, hop on the highway, and go right to the airport. It's a really great way to do it. If you're doing a Vail Resorts thing for 4 days, basically you want to do 1 day at Beaver Creek for sure. Make sure you go get the fresh chocolate chip cookies that they give out at like $2.40 every day, and then go hit the champagne toast at 3:00 at the Chop House or Steakhouse or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I don't drink. So you want to do that for at least 1 day. You do Vail for a day. You can do Breck. You can do Keystone. I mean, I don't know why anyone would ride Keystone. You have to be kind of retarded and maybe a vlogger to want to go there. But yeah. So those would be the options for you right there. Okay. Dan Simons, could you use a Battalion Party Wave Plus as a day of the driver with it being stiffer and having a center base, or is it still more of a core board? I mean, realistically, it's kind of a novelty board, but I say that as someone that actually like will go ride park on a K2 Cool Bean and think it's absolutely hilarious to ride park in there. It comes down to what your style of riding is. Like as I get older, I ride more directional boards, and I'm like, I'll go in the park and be like, I don't really need a twin anymore. Then every now and then I get on a twin, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool, you know. So there's kind of that. Ooh. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Well, anyways, get your questions in. I'm going to take a few more before I dip out of here. I want to gotta go take the puppy for a walk and do some stuff with her. So, all right. So we got Dominic Jacobino. Only board I've owned is a stiff reverse camber. That's an oxymoron. Looking to charge and carve more this year and need an upgrade. 200-pound size, 8.5 no park. Ride northeast. You really want something. Where did I put it? Shit. Here it is. So if you're looking to carve more, I think you might want to go check out a Karua. So you could do like the Cafe Racer. You could do the Transition Finder. Let's see. But I would check out some of the stuff from Karua, maybe like a Nidecker area or a concept or even a mellow. A Rome Ravine Select. You could do a Ride Berserker. Let's see what else. K2 Alchemist, although it might be overkill for you. Jones Flagship is always a solid one as well. So you got a bunch of options there. I'd say go dive in to the reviews on this channel and just start looking around, see what really sticks out for you there. Okay. Cameron Wilhelm. How would you compare the Solomon Assassin to the Capita Mercury? Debating between these boards for an all-mountain setup. Assassin more freestyle. Mercury more all-mountain. In that's the best way to break it down. Like if you're more freestyle focused, you'd go with that Assassin. It's a little more playful. It rides switch a little bit better. The Mercury, little different edge hold. It's a little more sluggish in my opinion, edge to edge, but it does grip better, especially on ice. It's just a little more versatile where if you're like chasing POW, then Park, then Groomer. So there's that. Letters. Is the all white on the Karua too gorgeous for a sticker job? No. I don't really sticker my shit too much anymore because I don't really ride my stuff anymore. Or I didn't last year. I mean, fucking 100 something, 100. I don't even remember how many days I rode. All I know is I rode 3 days last season on my stuff. That was it. All right. White Powder Runs. Talk about the Yes 420 series and how everyone can go with smaller board sizes. I'm 6'2", about 180, and rode a Yes 148 and was sick. I mean, so the 420 is your directional powder shape. You want to make sure that you get the regular 420 and not the powder hull. Well, I shouldn't say that. They revamped the powder hull for next year, so it's actually a little bit better. It floats in there. But what you're essentially doing is you're getting rid of the length for more width on your foot. So you still have the exact same surface area, but instead of it being spread out longer, it's just shorter, so but wider, which allows you to have a little bit better float in there, a little more ease of maneuverability in there. And it's your standard volume shift thing at this point. I mean, we're 5, 6, 7 years now into the whole volume shift thing. If people haven't caught on to that by now, I mean, there's no hope for them. Okay. Okay, so anyways, I think I've been here about long enough for today. I'm going to try to come back next week with another live stream for you, work on some stuff. Hopefully we'll have a new Explain video on Monday for you. Obviously, new top 5 on Wednesday. If you're looking to support snowboarding and the culture of snowboarding, go check out the Shred Foundation Shred-a-thon that we've got going on. There's a link down below, so you can check that out. Maybe sponsor a team, donate to that cause. It's a great cause. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for you. And if you really like what we're doing over here, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. We could really use some more members over there. I got some ideas for some stuff, but I got to raise some funds for it. So that's one way we're going to do it. Or if you're shopping online, click one of the affiliate links in the description down below. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at with anything. So I'm going to take off. I'll see you guys in a week. And be safe, be sane. Make some questionable decisions, but not too questionable.